Unit rate on a graph. Okay, so what you're going to be able to do is determine the unit rate given a graph. So a couple of examples would be miles per hour, words per minute, and the word per also means to divide. I'll put that little, could be the division symbol, could be a fraction bar, either way. So what is a unit rate? It is a rate where the denominator is 1. We use the unit rate to determine the amount per one quantity. Okay, so we have Henry can type 100 words per 5 minutes. And we have a big table here. David can do 80 words in 2 minutes, and Allison can type 30 words per minute. I'm going to record in different colors. How about Henry will be green, so he can type 100 words. So number of words is 100 in 5 minutes. So the unit rate would be words per minute. So that would be 100 divided by 5, which is 20. And the unit rate point will be 120. I'll explain that one. So remember that the unit rate is k. So remember our y equals kx, and k is equal to y over x. So as we can see on our graph, the number of words is the y-axis, and the time is the x-axis. So to get our unit rate, we have the y value, which is the number of words, which is 100, over the x value, which is 5. And all that simplifies to 20 over 1, which is where I'm getting the 1 and the 20 over there. 1 for the x and 20 for the y. Okay, I'm going to erase this here. Now, let's switch over to David. David will be blue, and David has 80 words in 2 minutes. So that means it would be 80 over 2, which is 40. And so our unit rate is 40 words per minute. And we write that as an ordered pair, which means it's a pair of numbers, as be 1 and 40. Allison can type 30 words per minute, and Allison's going to be in orange. So she can type it 40 words per minute, per 1 minute. Unit rate is, oh, I'm sorry, she can type 30. Hello. So she can type 30, and that's 30 words per minute, and this would be 1 and 30. Okay, graph 3 lines representing the words typed per minute in general. How can I use a graph to determine who's fastest at typing? Well, how about I graph first? And I'll erase this. So I'm going to be graphing these points here, and I'll do Henry in green. So that'll be 1 and 20. So there he is right there. And we'll assume that if he doesn't type at all, he doesn't type any words. So 0, 0 right there. So I'm going to, and I'm going to repeat this. So he can do 20 words per minute. He can do 40 words in 2 minutes. So this proportional relationship looks like this. So you're going to draw that on your graph. Something like that. There we go. Something like that. Okay, and blue for David will be 40 words in 1 minute. So I'm looking at the 1 comma 40. So 1 comma 40 would be right there, and 2 comma 80 would be here. I'll just put 2 dots there. Notice how I went up to 40 and 1. Here. I go up another 40 and then go over 1. So I keep that same rate. And this is what it looks like. Oh boy, something like this. And then we have Allison in orange, and she goes up 30 words in 1 minute. Have a dot there. I'll go up another 30, 10, 20, 30, and so 2 right there. And I'm putting 2 dots down so it's a little bit easier to draw my straight line. Kind of keeps me straight right there. So there's the 3 rates. And so back to the question, how can I use the graph to determine who is the fastest at typing? Well, the fastest typing has the highest point on the graph while with an x coordinate of 1. So I'm looking at this area right here, an x coordinate of 1. Who is the highest? Well, that's David. David is the highest right there. So David is the fastest at typing because he is at 40 words per minute while the other 2 are less words per minute. There you go.